winning like champions, or a concerning performance. So in this video I will analyse why United struggled to break down Wolves, why Wolves' main attacking weapon exposed United's central midfield weaknesses, and at the end I'll discuss whether I think this was an impressive result or a performance that should concern United fans. But before I get into the analysis, for cheap good quality football jerseys, retro jerseys and tracksuits, go over to www.jerseyfifa.com, a link will be left in the description, and use code ATLANTISFOOTBALL for 5% off. So despite eventually winning this game, United did struggle to break down Wolves' defensive shape, with Bruno Lage's side dropping into a 5-2-3 shape in United's build-up phase, with the shape then dropping to a 5-4-1 with a flat midfield when United had the ball in the middle third. The narrowness of the midfield allowed Wolves to cut off the passing lanes into the likes of Greenwood and Bruno Fernandes between the lines, and so United were forced to circulate the ball backwards and out wide rather than through the centre of the pitch. United were using their usual 2-4-3-1 possession shape, with Pogba playing in a deep midfield double pivot alongside Fred, and Greenwood was dropping off from the forward line, playing more as a false 9 than a conventional centre forward, with Sancho and James keeping the advanced width in the system. Though at times we did see Sancho moving in field from the left side into the half space, but Wolves were well coordinated and positionally excellent out of possession, and when they won possession they could use Adama Traore as a weapon to progress the ball forward at speed. Just 2 minutes into the game we saw this with both Pogba and Fred failing to stop Traore carrying the ball from his own defensive third into the final third through the centre of the pitch. A bit later on, Traore then received the ball with his back to goal against Wan-Bissaka and was able to use his strength and pace to spin Wan-Bissaka and drive past him and Fred into the final third. However, despite being a world-class ball progressor with the ball at his feet, Traore is erratic in the final third, often getting his timing wrong with a pass or rushing a shooting opportunity, which he did multiple times in the first half. Wolves' quick transition in attack did expose United's lack of an athletic ball winner in central midfield. They almost scored when Fred failed to cut out a forward pass and then was beaten far too easily in a one-on-one against Trincao, and his curling shot into the bottom corner was only stopped by Wan-Bissaka's sliding block. This was the perfect tactical game for Bruno Lage's Wolves side, as they are best when they can sit passively in the middle third in a vertically compact defensive unit and look to counter quickly when there is a turnover, using either the dribbling ability of Traore or Trincao, or Neves' direct passes from deep to launch attacks. United were facing a lot of the same problems they faced against Southampton last week and throughout last season. Against a vertically compact defensive unit, United often struggled to get the ball into players between the lines, and against Wolves they had this exact problem, with the back four and Pogba and Fred moving the ball far too slowly in deep areas, which made it easier for Wolves to sit off in their 5-4-1 and continue to cut the passing lanes. The pattern of United having the ball and Wolves counter-attacking into dangerous positions continued on throughout most of the game, and Wolves did have the better chances, as seen as they had an XG of 1.80 to United's 0.94 by the end of the game. David De Gea made a tremendous double save, with Roman Sai's rebounded shot having an XG of 0.84, with De Gea's save just as impressive as Wan-Bissaka's goal-saving block in the first half. I thought Ruben Neves was excellent for Wolves, playing the regista role, dropping to receive the ball and then using his passing range to progress the ball forward. Varane was United's best player in my opinion, making at least 3 very well-timed tackles in the box in the first half, as well as making a much needed block when Trincao went past Maguire in the box in the second half, and but for Varane's interception, Jimenez would have received the ball 6 yards out with an open net to put the ball into. But it was Mason Greenwood who made the difference. He was playing the position of a centre forward, dropping off between the lines in the first half, but when Cavani came on, Solskjaer shifted him over to the right side, which was where the goal came from. Greenwood was able to isolate Marcao in a 1v1 in the box, and doesn't even need to go past the wing back, he just shifts the ball into his right foot after a step over and drills a shot underneath the keeper, bouncing off him into the corner of the net, giving United the lead out of nowhere. This was a typical game where it's individual brilliance that wins the game for you, and even though this does sound like a criticism of the manager, it is what every top manager has to rely on. The teams that go on to win titles and trophies have elite attackers who can win them games on their own, as Greenwood did in this game. The fact that United have this ability to win games like this, where they were the second best side throughout the game, actually gives me confidence in their pursuit of the title. Varane, Wan-Bissaka and De Gea all had game-saving performances, with all three stopping almost certain goals, with De Gea's double save, Varane's blocked cross and Wan-Bissaka's sliding block of Trincao's shot the main examples of this. I do think that United need to move the ball a lot quicker in the build-up phase. Too often in this game, Varane, Pogba and Wan-Bissaka on that right side were taking far too long to circulate the ball when they should have moved it from side to side as efficiently as possible, dragging Wolves over and hoping to create space between the lines via this avenue. Jadon Sancho wasn't in the game much because the space wasn't there between the lines, with Fernandes only really thriving when he was making forward runs in behind the back line, and the combination of Fernandes' run and Pogba's first time curling pass over the top of a defensive line looks to be a very useful attacking weapon for United in terms of creating chances from the middle third rather than solely from within the final third. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe to the channel, give the video a like and click the bell for notifications. Go to the description to check out some of my other videos, including my analysis of how CAMAVINGA, Rice and Varane would improve Manchester United, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more content as well.